So one of the keys is getting it right. So according to diagrams and old photos, neck, middle, bridge. That's how we'll be wiring it. I just noticed a little extra crud underneath there. There. So, as it turns out, I don't need to straighten these out. They're fine. So this is the neck. I'll get the ground wires out of the way for the moment. Yeah. And of course, it helps to be careful near the soldering iron. The smell of human flesh fills the air. Not bad. A little burn. So, one of the keys is to run it so there's enough line, not too much, because we're going to dip down underneath there. But I think for the neck, we're just going to leave it. And first we got to tin this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tin this line, tin the wire from the neck. Then we'll put it in place. So, wish I had one of those that holds the wire nicely in place, but we ain't got that, so we're just going to have to let it kind of hang natural wherever it decides it wants to go. Put the iron on it. And voila, viola. It's tinned. Right now it doesn't really matter where we run the line. It's kind of long, but we'll trim it when we're done soldering. I'm going to go ahead. I was going to put all 3 lines in and then solder, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to just do it right now. So apply some heat. Let it run nice. Viola lines in right. Don't need a whole lot of solder. Before we go any further, we'll go ahead and we'll just nip off the extra underneath. Done. One down. Next one. Line up that wire and make it nice and tight so it doesn't go fraying or fiddling around anywhere. Hate it when that happens. Hate it. By the way, this is brought to you by beer. Soldering is always done better with beer. So, put some heat. It doesn't take much to tin them. You'll get a little pool on your iron. So it's always excess, so keep that iron nice and clean. You all know that. Jeez. I'm sure you've all soldered before. Now the middle one's going to be the good one because we've got to get both that extra line in there. And then we'll put in our pickup line. Not to be confused with what I tried to do in college. Once they're in there nice and good. So next one. Heat that up. And second one's in the middle. Trim off the excess. Okay. So last but not least, man, we probably could have trimmed that extra. We're gonna for sure do this one. Trim it down. Doesn't need to be as much. I know some people say, "Oh, you gotta keep them short." You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that anyway. Let's just go ahead and pull that out. See how easy it is when you don't bend it over? Oop. Of course, it's always a good idea to make sure you don't get your line on the pick guard, your iron on the pick guard. Doesn't do plastic too well. And I'll trim it to there. I wish I had some strippers. Unfortunately, I don't, but I'll do it the old school way. The old school way. Right. Let's retin it. Flip the excess off. Alright, so let's do this again. Middle, in the middle, and in the middle. Kind of wish the old days were back still with tubes. Electronic kits, but everything's computers nowadays. Times are changing. It is what it is. But fortunately, there's tube amps, right? Yeah, sometimes these 30 watt. You know, they make it, you know. This time it's taking a while to heat up. Good. Okay, we got that one. Got that one nailed. Let's trim that again. Of course, let's remember to go for the little pieces when they fall in there. So, last but not least, got this ridge pickup. So, I don't really leave a lot of wire out. I tend to that's more than enough more than enough wire to solder up. Put it over here. Okay, solder drops. Don't want it to drop on the pick guard now, do we? It's good. All right. There you go. Wired up. Nice clean solder joints. It's kind of messy, I suppose, but not these big globules. Doesn't need a lot. Just needs enough. So the next step, of course, is putting it in the ground lines. So That's what we'll be doing next. It's pretty much, that's pretty easy itself. So, bye.